Hey, Nona, how are you? Yep, much earlier start time than usual, so good to see you, Rexy. Good morning to you too. I believe I saw a Blue Jays win last night, did I not? Oh, nice. Okay, let's get game 2 underway here. And a clear, sunny day on a Saturday, so much better than the rain we had on for Thursday's game.
Welcome to St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Okay, Singy, he's got some extra swagger today after that monster performance in the last game. So much confidence in that swing.
No doubt about it, Boo. He did everything but drive the team bus back to the hotel. Looking forward to seeing if he can ride that wave into this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And now here's the starter for St. Louis, Kyle Leahy. What do we have on him?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Coming up on the first pitch, Chandler Simpson digs in now.
Fielder, number 14, Chandler Simpson.
And we're underway from St. Louis.
First pitch misses the zone, and it's a ball.
The 1-0.
Ball 2.
And that one almost got him.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And the 3-0 finds the zone.
Yeah, caught just enough there.
That one
That's ball
misses.
4.
So a leadoff walk.
Batting second, shortstop, Patel Marte.
Marte steps in, one of the toughest outs in any lineup.
You know, he brings that veteran presence, just a steady force year after year. He's one of those guys you can rely on to produce over the course of a long season.
Yeah, first inning feels like it's a bit early to do so.
And the 1-0. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike.
And this is what I love about Chandler,
Not even
is
close.
he's got max speed.
He's lead off, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the second game of the series. To third. Fires to first in time.
Batting third, first
All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. One out and a runner at second. Goes down looking.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero.
That was a tough take.
That one fouled off.
If anything, if I did swing, I was probably going to miss it anyway. So
Man on second, 2 down. Backed off the plate that time. The 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back.
Yeah, wouldn't have done much. Definitely would have got the run at the third for sure.
Man at second. And that one is downstairs. It's 2-2. Swung on, belted. Way back there. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. No swing. Payoff pitch. Keeps the
that was ball
going with
4.
a foul ball.
Got lucky to foul
Good
that one
battle
off.
here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball up the middle.
There we go. Now I'm going to get that run home.
He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing players want to get.
That's good situational hitting right there. Take it right back up the middle.
Avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Here's the catcher to hit, Cal Raleigh, and that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Raleigh, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting 5th in today's lineup, and he's a former home run derby champ. Caminero leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is fouled back. And he dodges
look out.
that fastball.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
That one is absolutely
Oh,
belted.
did I get it?
That's got a chance.
No.
Oh, just shy of the wall.
Like they mentioned earlier, the wind blowing and just held that in.
RBI single. It's now 1-0. This is Rays baseball on the show, Florida. Back here in St. Louis, and starting on the mound for the Rays, Zach Gallen. How about a report on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
This one in the air, center field. Mullins moving under this one, and a quick out, number 1. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the 1 run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
Based on what happened in Thursday's game, no lead safe. So.
And that finds the mark on the outside corner. 0-1.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
And it's fouled away. The 0-2. And that skips in the dirt. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Oh,
Question about this
that
one. It's out of here.
that looked like what happened Thursday too.
And we're level. It's 1-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. Foul ball there. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. That one misses. Ball 1.
Hey Danny, how are you, sweetheart?
And there's a ball. Tied up here in the early going. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
2-2 now. Swing and a
Oh,
miss.
beautiful.
Had him out front
That
for
was a beautiful
strike 3.
curveball.
Good horizontal movement on that curveball right there, and just enough to get him to chase it. He placed it just off the corner, and that's one of those where a pitcher says if he's going to miss, he's going to miss off the plate. So really good job. Great pitch for the punch out.
Nolan Gorman stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Gorman went deep in his most recent game. 2 down, nobody on.
Hey Saku, you have a big day ahead of you, so.
Up the middle, and that one handled.
Hey, can I get
Sends it
a
to
shout out for her, please?
That ends the frame. 1 for the Cardinals on the solo home run. 1 inning in the books here. You're watching Tampa Bay Rays baseball on the show, Florida.
Her and Roro as
Top of
well.
the second. Now up for
Or I
Tampa
can
Bay,
do it if need be.
Diaz.
Yandy Diaz.
Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. That clips the zone. That's strike 1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
But I'm excited for tomorrow myself because I get to actually be at the stadium tomorrow to watch these two in person.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And an ABS
that was a
challenge
ball.
coming from behind the dish. So the call stands. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Good job to fight that one off. That misses. 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He
I get to see my two favorite teams play each other.
Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put it away.
I'll be happy either way, no matter the outcome.
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul.
Oh, definitely.
3-2. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Batting seventh, center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
So up next, Cedric Mullins.
I'm happy to have you too.
Swing and a miss as that one was high.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Diaz on at first, nobody out. And there's one away.
Batting eighth, right fielder, Jake Fraley.
Now it's the right fielder, Jake Fraley.
So far, so good. Wanting to get this in before you guys go live, so.
I'm a little surprised with how patient they've been against the fastball. They've taken a few for strikes now. I'd like to see them show some confidence by attacking those pitches.
Next offering is fouled back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got under that one.
Center, Newtbar gets under it. And there's two away.
Ah.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Gavin Lux.
Here's Gavin Lux to hit. Into center and a base hit. And out to aboard.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
But I want to get, I'm really looking to get back into a good rhythm with this and have fun with it again like I did in 24. So. Yeah.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track.
Yep, I am playing as the Rays here. So.
If you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. We go to the bottom of the second, tied at 1. Back here in St. Louis, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Pedro Pajes getting ready to hit.
Yep. That'll be the last of the 3 games. Well, I actually, these two are my 2 favorite teams, so. Like I said,
and now the 0-1.
It's like best.
Left side.
Like, no matter who wins, I'm going to be happy. Because I grew up as a Cardinals fan.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Next to hit, Mason Wynn.
Yeah.
Edge of the zone for a strike.
Well, actually, with it being the opening series of the season, it's not going to have a huge impact on the end result.
Now a drag bunt, third base side, and a foul ball.
Yep. The females are white, are kind of a, well, not white, but
as he fouls it away.
beige almost.
In the air, right side of the infield. Takes it in for the out.
Batting 7, center fielder, Victor
And up next for St. Louis, Victor Scott. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass.
Nah, camouflage tree.
No, that's a ball.
I think that was inside. I'm going to leave that one. Yeah, it was inside.
2 down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
batting 8.
Here's the second baseman, Thomas Sajazi. Now there's a bullet down the line. Fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. He'll score easily. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jordan Walker now at the plate.
Oh, that's inside.
Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Kind of. Because when I did Thursday's game, my Thursday game, the Rays won, but in real life, the Cardinals won, so.
Man on second, 2 down. Outside low, and it's 2-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Man at second. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
Got out of that with just one run scoring, so not too bad.
But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back here at the stadium and stepping in for the Rays.
West Coast team.
Marte.
Well, fresh off a stellar game. Let's see if he can keep it going today, Boog. Hitless so far at the dish, but it's still early.
That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Not sure when they're going to be playing them, but
Line to right center field. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for Tampa Bay, first baseman Brandon
So
Lau.
digging in, Brandon Lau.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
You'll one.
Tried to backdoor him with that slide right
with
there.
the schedule, looks like it'll be the end of August when the Rays play the Padres.
Marte aboard here at first with nobody out.
About the time of your birthday.
Tap foul at the plate. Two on the way. Hard hit, base hit. Throw back in quickly.
Well, good start to get that run back.
Nobody out.
He was all over.
I got a big guy coming up there.
Swing
So.
on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And now here is Junior Caminero. Singled and drove in a run his first time through.
And I'm sure Rexy and I are not looking forward to Dodgers three-peat.
0-1 down. And that one fouled off. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That's way outside. Going to count 1 and 2. Fights it off. You'll see another.
Almost waited too long for that one.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Stays alive.
Ooh, a battle like this, I'm going to get one and I'm not going to miss it.
On the ground, a second.
Or roll on the double play.
Here's win for 1, and that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine.
Last thing I wanted to do there.
They make tough plays look simple.
Now here is Cal Raleigh. He's 0 for 1. So after the double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate and tie this game. 2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking for.
Out of here. He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year, and it gives them the lead in the third. It's 3-2. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And that's going to be the first of, I wonder how many for him.
So 2 down,
This year.
Yandy Diaz. Next to hit for the Rays. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. In there at the knees.
Yeah.
Diaz not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. So the call will stand. Still one
that was
challenge
close.
left for them.
That was worth a shot.
Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the second game of the way.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Yeah.
2 down, nobody on. Fastball is outside.
Well, I say their pitching staff though is, yeah, their pitching staff is something else too. So.
Out towards left center. Scott on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
But this looks like it's going to be a back and forth game. So.
3-2 ball game. Set for the bottom of the third, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar.
That's a ball.
Oh, that's a strike.
Behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. That clips the corner. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Set down on strikes. And that's 4 strikeouts.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else. Anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count. But sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Burleson, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Popped up. Caminero in position. 2 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, designated hitter, Ivan Herrera.
And next is the designated hitter, Ivan Herrera. Struck out swinging his first time. Sliced hard, but
If anybody wants to lurk, I do have a lurk command that works.
In the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
right through there for a strike. And they'll do it again.
Oh, you're fine. I said, there's a alert command that works if you want to use it.
Hammer, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Cardinals. Third
Here's
baseman,
Nolan Gorman. 0 for 1 so far.
Yeah, I was hoping for a 1-2-3 inning there, but nope, not that time.
Ball. Herrera off of first with 2 away.
You're welcome.
And that misses. And 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
The 1-1. And a big swing and a miss. Pitch misses there. Ball 2. Struck deep right field, way back and out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. His second of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-3.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. To keep a curveball on the inside part of the plate, you have to keep your mechanics really simple in order to keep it fair. The thing I noticed there was how extremely quiet he was, and then all of a sudden, boom.
No, like I said, no lead is safe right now. So
Pedro Pajes.
wow, I'm surprised he didn't challenge that. That was a wow. He did.
The 0-1. Swing and a ground ball. Marte gets him easily, ends the inning. 2 runs for St. Louis on this blast. It's now a 4-3 ball game.
Yeah, it is a lot of hand-eye coordination.
Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, Hunter Dobbins.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. He's 0 for 1.
Well, these Rays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. And a 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
That slider had some movement on it.
That one blasted deep to right. That's back. Out of here. And we're all square. It's 4-4.
I wouldn't be surprised if both teams have double-digit runs by the time this one's over with.
That means that it looks like it's going to be a strike, but finishes off the plate. Well, that one finished on the outer half, but caught just too much of the plate and hit for a home run.
So digging in, Jake Fraley. Flied to left his first time.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Fraley in his 6th season, 30 years old now, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Go ahead, run on base. Gavin Lux. Next to hit for the Rays.
Something back and forth like this one is that'll be really fun to watch.
0-1. Tied at 4. That one to first. One at second.
Whoops.
And he'll reach second with one away.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, that kind of worked out.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Chandler Simpson.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That's in there. And it's 0-1.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Man at second. In the air to left center. Base hit.
Wow.
Headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead.
Okay.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was close.
That was a long dart with that one.
The no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
1 out, runner at second. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
That's the ball.
The 1-0. And there's a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a ball and 2 strikes. The shortstop takes the ball. And it remains 2-2.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
On the ground right side. Slinging it to first in time.
Okay, Rexy.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
I'll see you later.
Baseman Brandon Lau.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Brandon Lau. 1 for 2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance. Gone. Brandon Lau bops one out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-4. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there. And
I thought he was going to bring that one back.
During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Hunter Dobbins is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching
Richard
for the
Fitz
Cardinals.
comes on now.
Number
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So 2 down, Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. The 0-1. That's hard hit on the line. And that'll do it. The 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 7-4.
Oh, yeah.
Bottom 4 and stepping in for the
I've caught the pitcher with before.
Foul ball.
You know, these
several
Cardinals
times.
put together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says they are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
Bunting for a hit.
And if you're a manager or a hitting coach, you love to see your guys really fighting for every at-bat, every pitch. It tells you a lot about how they showed up to the ballpark today.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Late swing, foul to the left. The Cardinals trailing by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Line drive. He makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Cardinals, second baseman.
Now up for St. Louis, Thomas Sajazi. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Two down, nobody on. Oh, 2 now. That one 95.
Yeah, finally a 1-2-3 inning.
Nothing doing there for St. Louis, and they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score. New inning getting started. Now up for Tampa Bay, Cal Raleigh.
Well, these Rays really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Could have.
That one's in there, and the count now even up. Jackknife's out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the designated hitter, Yandy Diaz.
So now the DH spot, Yandy Diaz. It's amazing. We get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup. There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Yeah, tell her I said hi. Mm.
The 0-2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher.
That was disappointing.
Thomas takes it in for the out. One away.
Up next for Tampa Bay, center fielder Cedric Mullins.
And now Cedric Mullins. He's already homered in this game. Oh. Man at first, one away. And now 2-0. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge.
That's about as close as it gets.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
The 1-2. And he can't come up with it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
First and second,
fielder,
1 out. Jake
Fraley.
Fraley will hit next. Two on, 1 out. Swing and a pop-up. He's got it. Runner tagging from first.
Where are you going?
Up next for Tampa Bay, second baseman Gavin Lux.
Two aboard, 2 outs. And now it's Gavin Lux. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. He was late there, strike 1. This to center field.
That's going to drop and make it 8-4.
Into the outfield. Here comes the throw. It's offline. The run comes in, and they lead by 4.
Picks himself up at RBI. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
First and second, 2 outs. Chandler Simpson next to hit for the Rays. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. Line drive, base hit. Mullins headed home. Here comes the throw.
It is 4 words. Can't stop, won't stop.
Picks up an RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work.
But I will stop for an ad break, so. Okay. Ready to pick things back up here.
There.
So 2 on with 2 away. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. And the 0-1. Breaking ball.
Ouch.
Got him.
Hit my pit. Thank you, mate.
Up next for Tampa Bay, first
So
baseman
bases
Brandon
all loaded
Lowe.
up. Brandon Lowe, the next to hit. He's already homered here in this one.
Tough situation right here.
Well, I would love to get a grand slam out of the way early in the season. I couldn't hit one for anything in last year's game.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well.
Not
Pulls
enough.
it in on the warning track. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rays 9 and the Cardinals 4. This is Rays baseball on the Show, Florida. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker.
Jordan Walker.
Just missed.
Up.
The 1-1. Late on that fastball. And that's a strikeout looking. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
No, that's a ball.
That cut the zone, I think.
And the call stands.
Nope.
It was indeed a ball.
Oh, that's the last of my challenges.
The Rays leading by 5. Last half of inning number 5.
Not that it really matters in a 5-run game right now.
To the right side, and that chance handled. Lowe takes it to the bag. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along.
Up
2
next
quick
for the
outs.
Cardinals, first baseman Alex
2 down,
Burleson.
bases empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Alec Burleson.
Thank you, Danny.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
That one at 95, missed up top. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Oh,
Yep.
he can't squeeze it. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. And he'll pull into second safely.
That was all sorts of bad.
No, Boog, I feel for him right there. And to drop a pop-up like that as an outfielder, it's kind of like an infielder that gets the yips and can't throw across the diamond. You hope it doesn't get in his head, because everyone is paying attention to the next fly ball that he's going to get to make sure he makes the catch. And when he does, there'll be a whole lot of folks applauding sarcastically.
Herrera in the box now. Takes strike one. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
0-2 now. Liner caught it.
At least the air didn't hurt me any.
So 1 knock for the Cardinals. They trail it here 9-4. Back in the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. Now here is Junior Caminero.
Third baseman, Junior Caminero.
Think we can change cameras here?
And that's in for a strike. On the ground, into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for Tampa Bay, catcher Cal Raleigh.
Here's Cal Raleigh now. What more can you say about this guy? Switch hitter, huge power, great framer behind the plate. How did he get his nickname? Well, it was former teammate Jared Kelnick that dubbed him the Big Dumper. Caminero gets his lead at first, nobody out.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away
That's
from
an
that
interesting
big hole
nickname.
right side of the infield.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Inside, almost got him. Here's a 2-2.
That's a ball.
And a payoff pitch. Got him.
Oh,
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
I probably would have been a ground ball double play if I did hit that, honestly.
Diaz in the box here.
So,
Lets that one go for a ball.
Strikeout's the lesser of two evils there.
Fastball, and he gets out of the way. Ripped on a line to center. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for Tampa Bay, center fielder Cedric Mullins.
So up next, Cedric Mullins. Right through there for a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Liner caught it second. The Rays strand just the one. They're on top, however, 9-4. Back here in St. Louis, now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Nolan Gorman.
Hey, Roro.
And the 0-2. Hit on the ground to short. Throws to first in time.
I'll tell you what.
Up next for the Cardinals, catcher.
I'm going to shout you both out here.
So digging in, Pedro Pajes.
I can spell it right. You guys are making a dream come true for me with working on my model. So, I mean,
here in the bottom of the 6th.
You got me something to look forward to. So.
Fastball in for a strike. Now 1-2. On the ground to short. Throw to first is in time.
Up next for the Cardinals.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
It's settled down now, so the game's moving on a lot quicker now.
For St. Louis, Mason Wynn. And first offering is fouled off. In the air to left center, Simpson under this one. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. We're through 6 full. It's the Rays 9 and the Cardinals 4. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Number 67. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season.
No memes, please.
And now the right fielder, Jake Fraley. 1 for 3.
Jake Fraley.
I'm going to get somebody going in my bullpen here.
Bounce to the right. Fires in time.
Up next for Tampa Bay, second baseman Gavin Lux.
Digging in, Gavin Lux.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
1-0.
Got to be down in the zone with that two-seamer if you're gonna be effective with it.
Here's a 2-1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Looked pretty good.
That's double clutched on that one.
Zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Left field, and it drops in, and that's a one-out single.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
Hey, Nancy, how are you?
To the top of the order, Chandler Simpson next to hit for the Rays.
Oh. I am. I've got the 9 on the board.
Lux stands at first with 1 out. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Ground ball up the middle. He flips it to second in time. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Rays 9 and the Cardinals 4.
On top of the game, unstoppable. Hard work campaign, gotta power through. So when we step in the place, just move. Yeah, move.
Now pitching for Tampa
We're back
Bay.
in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Garrett Clevenger.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Now we're for St. Louis, Victor Scott. Clevenger making his first appearance of the season, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2015. Oh. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. That's the ball. He swings and fouls one off. Two now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Rips one to right. Brings it in. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Cardinals, second baseman, Thomas.
Now it's the second baseman, Thomas Sajazi.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Nope, that's away. So now 1-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Breaking ball inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one in the air, right field, and just foul. The 2-2. Line drive, base hit. And they have their first hit since the third inning.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Out towards right center field. Mullins settles underneath it, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder,
Back to the top of the order now. Lars Nootbaar. Next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Next offering is fouled back. The lefty ready, and a 1-1.
Nope, that's off the plate.
There's a strike. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Two now. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. It's the Rays 9 and the Cardinals 4. Back here in St. Louis, ready to begin the 8th, Ketel Marte. He's in now.
They always say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
The 1-2. And it's fouled.
Yeah, it's out in front of that one.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Nootbaar takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
And now the first baseman, Brandon Loud. That one a little bit high. Ball one. Just missed. Here's a 3-0. In the air, left field. Touches down. That's a hit. And a man aboard.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Junior Caminero now at the plate. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball one. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. On the ground, a second, might be two. Here's Wynn for one. On the first.
I love hitting in there. That's the third one I've hit into.
The inning, but no one left. Last half of the eighth coming up. It's the Rays 9 and the Cardinals 4. You're watching Tampa Bay Rays baseball on the show, Florida. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Matt Waldron.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Stepping in, Alec Burleson.
First baseman, Alec Burleson.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. Base knock center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Herrera stands in now and watches strike one.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
The 0-1.
Nope, ball one.
Burleson gets his lead at first with nobody out. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that is foul. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Boog, for me, that knuckleball was just devastating. I mean, you see it so well, you think you're going to go out there and get 4 knocks, and you just swing and miss. And I tell you what, I tried my best to put Tim Wakefield in the Hall of Fame. So we'll see. If he gets there, you know it's because of me.
Gorman, batting with one down, takes a strike. The 0-1 comes up empty. That's strike two. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The Rays leading by 5 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Swing and a foul out of play. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. It's the Rays 9.
That knuckleball floated in there.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Stanek.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way.
You have nothing to apologize for. You got something big going on, and
regardless of the score.
Raleigh leading things off and takes a strike.
you know every time you apologize unnecessarily, I'm gonna boop you.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Almost got him.
That's a ball.
Two now.
No, that's foul. That's foul.
Almost made that work out. How bad I was tied up.
Next pitch way upstairs. Gets a piece and stays alive. This to third, hot shot, and he can't knock it down.
Up next,
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So a man aboard to the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz. And that misses. Ball one.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air to center. One down.
Up next for Tampa Bay, center fielder Cedric Mullins.
One out man at first, and stepping in for the Rays, Cedric Mullins.
Whoa.
Late with the swing there.
Oh.
Raleigh leads off first with one away. Way upstairs, 3-1. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
For Tampa Bay, right fielder Jake Fraley.
Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they're now out of challenges. And here is Jake Fraley. Fastball for a strike.
Yeah.
Well, in an 0-0 count,
Whatever's called now
is a good strike for a
can't be
hitter.
changed.
I like the plate discipline there.
2 on, 1 out. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. The 0-2. And that one gets past the catcher. Nothing happening on the bases, though. The 1-2. Left field. And that's a fair ball. Raleigh around third. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 10-4.
Yeah.
Done, drives in
CD
the run.
radio.
Takes an inside pitch and just fillets it over there to left field. And that's all he had to do is get something to the outfield grass to push that run across.
Gavin Lux next to hit for the Rays. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Into center. Makes the grab on the run. Runner tags from third. He scores on the sac fly, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
For Tampa Bay, left fielder Chandler Simpson.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Ryan Stanek done for the day. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Yeah, sorry about double digits for one team anyway.
Now pitching.
A new
for the
pitcher in the
Cardinals.
game, Gordon Graceffo.
Number 44.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Chandler Simpson. And this is inside. In the air to left center. And that'll get down for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
Marte in the box now, takes strike 1. First and second, 2 down. Here at the top of the 9th. That one almost got him. And that is out of play. 2 on, 2 outs. Way inside. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Two on, 2 outs. And he can't make the play. Still fires to first, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Up next for Tampa Bay,
Wow.
baseman Brandon Lau.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Brandon Lau.
Official score is not being very nice to people. Huh. Yeah, it was.
That one misses, and it's 1-0. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Nootbaar on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. The Rays in front, 11-4. This is Rays baseball on the show, Florida. We head to the bottom of the ninth. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. That one ripped. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Cardinals, center fielder
Victor Scott will hit next.
If there's nobody on in front of him, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
No, that's a ball.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Hit on the ground to the right side. Lau sends it to first. Cardinals now with
Almost
just
got
1
beat
out
there.
remaining.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now up for St. Louis, Thomas Sajazi. Hit to second, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game, and the Rays take this one in a blowout.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a
Yeah,
few
after a
runs.
2-0
They had
start.
more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
Final score in this one, 11-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
I don't know what kind of song this is, but let's see here if anybody's on. not seeing anybody on the right out too, so I'm just gonna call it here. So, and hi, Rand. You're okay. The VOD will be up right after. So, I'll see you in Rumble in a little bit, Saku. Have a good one, guys.